Today I'm going to talk to you about my plan to pass the Arizona real estate exam on the first try. This may sound like it's easy, but I know lots of really good agents who had to take the test 2, 3, 8, 10 times in order to become a licensed realtor. Now, if this happens to you, don't panic. I just keep telling agents, just keep doing it, keep trying, you will eventually pass. But with my foolproof method, you're gonna find a way to pass the exam the first time on the first try. So think about this. Do you wanna pass through this process quickly and start to serve your clients and make money? Or do you want it to take weeks or months and drag it out slowly and painfully? Of course, you want to pass it fast, right? So you're gonna learn from me and pass quickly. You're gonna feel confident and you're gonna be on your way to becoming a realtor faster. Here's my 5-step strategy that will help you finish the class, pass the school test, and pass the state exam on the first try. And how do I know that you can pass the test and that you can do it too? Because I've done it twice. So in order to get your real estate license, the requirements are to get 90 hours of pre-licensing education, pass the school exam at the state-approved real estate school, and then take the state exam. The state exam is $75 on each try. And that sounds simple, but the exam is very tricky. So if you approach this with a little strategy, you can pass the exam on the first try and not have to retake it, and you will save time and money. So number one, you have to take the class. I took my real estate classes at Arizona School of Real Estate and Business. This is not the only school. I personally think it's the best school. And they have 2 locations and several options for the class. Having locations and options makes it easier for you, the potential licensee, to complete your classes. Some of the options include weekdays, weekends, and evening classes in Scottsdale, Glendale, or live stream. They have different time frames. They have a 2-week, which was formerly called the 9-day crash course. This is Monday through Friday, the first week, and then Monday through Thursday, the second week. This is in person in Scottsdale and Glendale. This is what I did twice. I personally think it's the best way to just rip the Band-Aid off, get the classes done as soon as possible. But you have 3 other options. They have a 3.5 week, which is Monday through Friday for 3 weeks. They have a 6 week, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday in the evenings. And then they have a 9-week one that's on Saturday only. Again, my recommendation is to complete the class as fast as possible. I took the 9-day crash course. Now it's called the 2-week class. And why do you want to take it as fast as possible? First, it's the fastest class. You want to learn the material and then take the test as soon as possible. Second, it's Monday through Friday the first week and Monday through Thursday the second week. This enables you to schedule the class and then take the review class the day after you finish the class. Thursday night, you're gonna stay in, review the chapter vocabulary, and get a good night's sleep so you're ready for the review class the next day. After you take the class, number 2, you're gonna take the review class. When you take the review class, preferably with Randy Helfman, the day after you finish the class. The strategy is to finish the class and take the review class as soon as possible after you finish the class. There is a charge for the review class. It's worth every cent for you to pay for it and learn what you need to know to pass the test. They will go over everything you need to know, chapter by chapter. The review class is all day. It's a marathon, so be prepared. Have water, healthy snacks, and some colored markers ready so you can highlight and categorize info for faster review for the state test. So after you take the class and do the review, you have to pass the school test. Number 3, you're gonna schedule the school test for the day after the review class. For the 2-week or 9-day crash course, this means to schedule the school test on Saturday. Do not wait until Monday to take the school test. Take it Saturday. the day after the review class. If you take it Saturday, everything is fresh in your mind, and you can check in advance for when they're holding the reviews and schedule your class to end the day before. Don't worry about anything that's not covered in the review class. You only need 75% to pass the school exam, so between the class and the review, you will pass the school exam. Notice that I didn't say schedule. Stop by the school to take the test. I said schedule the test. That means you have to log into the school's site ahead of time, as far ahead as you can, and get one of the slots for Saturday, or the first open slot the day after the review that you take. Don't miss your opportunity to get the school test scheduled as soon as possible. So number 4 is to schedule your state exam. As soon as you pass the school test, you will get a code. You go online and schedule your state exam as soon as possible. There's locations in Phoenix and Tucson. I drove to Tucson to take mine because Phoenix was filled up. I know that sounds extreme, but I wanted to get it scheduled as soon as possible and get it over with. Do whatever it takes to schedule your test the very next week after you take the school test, the very first day available. Do not wait for more than a week to take the test. Each day you wait, you are forgetting info that you need to pass the school test. Number 5, you take the state exam. Let me know when you pass the first time. I can't wait. Now I have a couple study tips for you. I used lavender when I was going through the book to mark test questions. Occasionally they're going to say, this is on the state exam. There are certain questions that are always going to be on it. So when you come across that, you highlight it in lavender. Those are your freebies. I use yellow for vocab. At the beginning of every chapter, there's vocabulary words. I found each word in the chapter and highlighted it yellow. Then I went back to the beginning of the chapter and made a note next to the word, what page that word was on, so that if you need to go back and check it and cross-reference it, you can quickly find the word in the chapter. I use blue for math questions. Each chapter will have a math question. Find it and highlight it in blue. You can also use a Post-it note that's blue that will stick out of the book for easy access for you to review the math questions. I use orange to highlight major concept. You highlight each concept in the chapter for easy review. If the concept is also a test question, put a purple star next to it for fast review. I use green for special concepts that are highlighted in the chapter by a box or special circumstance. Of course, you can use whatever colors you want, but just be consistent in the areas that you use them. Don't just randomly pick a new highlighter color every day, because everything's going to be mixed together. And when you want to review, you want this to be concise so you can highlight and access different things quickly. Here's a common sense tip. Don't go out and party during the 10 days that you're doing this, and especially the night before the review class, the school test, or the state test. The goal is to take the class, take the school exam, and pass the state exam as fast as possible and for the least amount of money. I think with these 5 tips, you're going to be able to do that quickly and easily. And please DM me if you guys have questions. I've done this twice, and I know you can do it too.